Hello.
Yes, Jason, I can hear you.
Yep.
Jason,
Yes.
anything urgent? Anything
Uh,
urgent that you want to update me?
no,
Any urgent works?
nothing. Yeah, pretty much nothing. Okay, I changed my CCA. That's one thing.
You get me?
Uh,
You get me?
it's cutting off.
Okay, one more time. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Is it still cutting off?
Uh, like kind of.
It's bad, isn't it? It's bad.
Yeah, it's quite bad.
Okay. Okay, well, let me adjust something first. Basically, let me adjust. Okay, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is this better?
The mic quality sounds worse, but it's not cutting off.
Can you understand what I'm saying without much effort?
Kind of.
I know. All right, let's try this. If it doesn't work, I will do something. All right, don't suffer too long. Don't suffer for 1.5 hours. Maybe for 5 minutes. If it doesn't work for you, I have to do something. All right,
All right.
can you? All right. Okay. So, all right, you're saying that you changed your CCA. Okay, oh, sure. What was that?
Changed into band.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it. Now, playing instruments.
right. I believe just now you got cut off. So sorry, you changed your CCA to something that I didn't hear. What was that?
Band.
Band. You're now playing band,
Yes.
marching band. Okay, the marching band.
Oh no, not marching band, just band.
Chinese band, West, a classical band.
Yeah,
Right. And what instrument will you be playing, if I may know?
I don't remember the name. It's like a medium size wind like it's like
Wind.
a tuba, but then smaller.
Smaller tuba. Right. I take note. Smaller tuba.
Yeah.
Oh, will you be tired? I have no idea. You should try, isn't it? You should try.
Yeah.
Right. Right. But how do I say? Yeah. Very good for your lung. You'll develop a lot of lung capacity. Yeah. Which
Probably,
is
yeah.
I think good. Yeah, for swimming and all those stuff. Will you be taking NS? Just curious.
Uh Probably.
Probably because you're a second generation PR, right? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
right. I understand. So Richard will also do that. All right, I understand. Okay, nothing else, yeah. All right. Let me just confirm that your math has it reached what we were discussing?
Uh
Look at your Jamboard first. Look at your Jamboard.
oh,
Okay.
should have, but
Mhm.
tomorrow is holiday, so
Yep, yep.
we only had like one session this whole week.
Right. So there isn't much progress lah. It's
Uh,
just yeah lah. All right, understood. Understood. So the algebra is currently not getting harder, except for the fact that it's a word problem. That
yep.
does make it hard. Okay,
Hmm.
okay, fair enough. Okay, Jason, this is still you and me. Now, if I may take a little bit of your time, I need to ask something not related to your math.
Yep.
If you don't feel that you should answer, don't answer. Okay, don't.
Hmm.
right? I'll just ask, and if you don't like it or you don't think you should do, you should ask, answer again. You don't have to answer. Okay, you don't have. Yeah, and again, this is not recorded, so there's no worries there. Um, let me tell you what I do for some of my other students, right? For example, there is a Sec 4 student yesterday, and I noticed he is a burnout. He's been
Oh.
less enthusiastic compared to last year. He's a very bright student, and I know he can reach A1 for chemistry and physics. I know that. But burnout will cause that to not happen. Burnout is it's an at least 2 grade drop. At least 2 grade drop for the subject that I'm teaching, not to mention other subjects. That's at least, at least. Burnout are serious.
Yeah.
Okay, serious for the performance, serious for the person, because the person is being affected by it in a not so good way. It doesn't feel good, right? So blah 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 by experience. Then I just talk to him. No? I talk to him to understand what is going on, and I think I understand. I don't tell you the details, but then I take initiative to talk to his parents. Why is that so? Because I asked him whether his parents understand his needs. Okay. I think I understand him because I am very similar to him. And I noticed that people around me do need time to understand that part. It's a very simple thing to understand, but it's so difficult to understand for other people. Okay, I can understand him the first time. He can understand me the first time. So maybe we are similar. And maybe people closest to him need further explanation, right?
Yeah.
Since I think it's a very important need, you do notice that this is not what usually a tuition teacher would do, I suppose. Some form teacher will do that, I guess, right? Some
Yeah.
teachers, some will not. But I tend to do that very regularly. My reason is very simple. I have 2 reasons. First of all, I am concerned with the person's performance, and anything that stops that performance from being, how do I say, satisfying is my concern. And at least I consider it that way, if that makes sense. Okay. Secondly, we're all Christians. So I am trained as a Christian to care for the whole person, not just the subject, if that makes sense to you. Am I cutting off? Sorry. All right. So if the parents are open or if the students are open, then I am always going to talk about things that affect the performance, whether emotional, whether spiritual, whether physical, whatever. Let me give you another example. Last year, this was last student. Just now, it was this year's student. Last year's student, A level, right? Very smart girl, want to achieve very high marks. A bit stressed, smart girl, but want to achieve very high marks and therefore very stressed, right? Blah 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 blah. Is near A level, and then basically I found out that his school is not very effective for her. It's a bit tiring for her. Plus, the travel time is 1 hour. That's very bad for A level because that means you have to do your morning paper. You have to travel. You have to wake up very early to travel, and you're very tired the moment you enter school. I don't like that for A level, right? Now, what's the solution? The solution is that he should stay closer to A level when the A level is starting. In fact, one week before A level, she should stay there to get used to things like that. Okay? And just walking distance from her JC. For some strange reason, her solutions, she tried to find places, but it doesn't work. I'm not sure whether her parents try, but no solution also. Basically, I give them some solutions, and one of them works very well. So, then her parents just go and rent that place, and then she stays there. It works out very well, blah, 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 blah. Oh, she scored very well at the end. Okay, long story short. Okay. Why am I telling this, Jason? Because that's another thing that, how do I say this? Usually tuition teacher don't do, right? But I know that will affect her performance, number one. I know that for sure. Whether by experience or by logic, that is something important. So we should do it. And the parents are open. So, well done. Right? Okay, so that's the background of why I do things. Currently, half of my students have certain things outside subject that I feel I should talk about to the parents, and most of them respond. Now, why am I telling all this? Because of your brother, teacher.
Mm.
Okay? I've been sensing that he is burning out at least 3 weeks already. 3 weeks already, not including this week. Okay, you don't seem to be burnout. I can talk to you much better, right? He is unfocused in tuition, something that he did better last time, right? And
Okay.
then something seemed to happen yesterday. Okay? I asked your mom, and then your mom did tell me, oh yeah, something did happen in school, right? She seems
Mhm.
worried, lah, blah, blah, blah. Now, why am I telling you all this? Certainly, you already know all this, lah. You know that something happened yesterday, correct? Lah?
Mhm.
Right? Then what I'm asking you is your point of view of all this. If you don't mind, share me what's going on so I understand better. And then I will use that to help your brother if I can, just like all my other students, whatever the issue is. Because burnout or something else is a very serious thing for the person. Never mind the performance. Never mind the performance already. Do you
Mm.
understand what I'm saying, Ethan?
Yeah.
If you're not willing to tell, there is nothing wrong,
Uh, to be honest, I actually don't know what's happening.
of course.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I guess sometimes, I mean, he just needs like, I think he just needs to rest. Maybe, I mean, something, I guess, did happen. I mean, he lost his DNT file, but he found it back, so I don't think it's that one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, might be something else,
Mm-hmm.
which, I mean, I don't really know, because doesn't talk to me that much. Only
Right.
talk like when maybe eating or
Yeah.
talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
I think
What
you
I'm
just need,
asking,
yeah.
you're saying? No, you're saying. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Uh, just give him like space. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe like a week off
Mm-hmm.
for like tuition or something
Okay.
like that. But I
Oh,
don't
that
know.
happened. That happened. I'm already giving him.
Oh, oh, okay.
The moment I hear what's happening from your mom, I'm already set on giving him a wow. That's what he needs.
Hmm.
For the moment. For the moment, that's definitely what he needs. And so that happened. Okay.
Yep.
Now I'm not asking you to ask him the things that you don't normally ask him. That will appear very weird.
Yeah.
I'm asking him I'm asking you to not stay away from him. Just do normal stuff. Not stay away from him. If he wants to stay away from you, of course you give him space.
Yeah.
Of course. You have a feeling on those things, what people need, right? You know him for. However, what I'm asking you is if you have some insight on what is actually happening, if you don't mind, you tell me.
Hmm.
If you don't, that's all. So I'm not asking you to answer now, obviously. It's something like, hey, your brother will not open up to me once. We are not that close anyway. Okay. I'm
Hmm.
not sure whether your brother you open up to your mom or your dad. I don't know. If there is something that is going on, the people that care to him should know. So even if you cannot tell me, if you see something, you probably want to discuss with your mom. It's all I'm trying to say,
Hmm.
right? I'm not asking you to be a spy, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay? I'm asking you to be more sensitive if you have the capacity. That's
Hmm.
okay. Thanks for hearing out. All right. And then back to math.
Yep.
All right. Now, right now, think about your situation right now. What do you need to do? Do you need to do more word problem algebra? Do you need to do more pure algebra? Do you want to go ahead for the next topic? What do you think?
Probably just tune up algebra. Cause I heard from my teacher, W13 is going
Mhm.
to be like the whole of algebra.
So you're saying that it's going to happen soon, right? Like maybe 3 weeks time?
I think so, yeah.
And it's going to cover algebra from the start until word problem.
Yeah, like the whole of algebra, basically.
But nothing else.
Yep.
Okay. How do you want to do it for today? Why do I ask you? Because next week we should jump to papers already. I have those papers. You
Mm,
can look at the paper level. You can jump to them right now, but at least next week, the latest. Today, you have the option of maybe you just want to do your textbook practices, the hard one. Maybe that works. Maybe you just
mm,
want to brush up on a few things before we jump. You can jump also immediately. You decide.
mm, I don't know. I think algebra is pretty much fine for
Mhm.
me.
So, shall we
Uh,
jump?
I don't know, like, I don't wanna really, like, go too far, cause
Mhm.
then, like, scared later I, like, forget some algebra things that are important.
Oh no, as in we're jumping to exam level algebra. That
Oh,
shouldn't be too far. No, no, I'm not talking about new topics. Cannot be. I should not talk to you about new topics when there's an exam coming in. That doesn't make sense. That
mm,
should never be done. We should be preparing for exam. I'm saying that we shouldn't jump to the exam level too late.
oh yeah,
So
might
either
as well then
now,
just, yeah, just
all
jump
right.
into it.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah. um now you have done the Google Drive thingy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to share your screen, open a random paper, and then we're going to look at it together one more time, but using your screen. All right.
All right. Just need to open up Google Drive real quick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, good. An SA1 Express is what we're doing. We're not
Mm-hmm.
going to any NA. Okay. So you choose.
Mm,
You notice that there are NA papers, lah, but we're not going to do that.
okay, view.
Okay. We can do that. Which is your brother's school, right?
Mm, yeah.
Is it your school also? Wait. Is it your school? I'm sorry.
No, my one is Westwood.
Wait. I don't have a record of your school. What is the name of your school? Okay. Why am I not recording? Sorry. What is your school? What's your school name?
My bad. My headphone disconnected.
All right. What is your school name?
Westwood Secondary.
Westwood Secondary.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay. Now, slowly look at the paper. Number one is not algebra, correct? You recognize, right?
Huh.
Number two is not, obviously, right? Those are prime
Huh.
information. Number three, just check for a while.
Uh,
Do you know what topic this is?
HCF.
Correct. Word problem, HCF, LCM.
Mm.
Good. Number four, just to confirm, this is also pass already. This is not going to be in your exam.
Mm.
Very good. Number five, also.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Number six, also. Right? It's in order. So suddenly,
There you go.
you'll find algebra. Okay. So look at number seven for a while. Just read. I'm not asking you to do. Just read for a while. Tell me when you're done absorbing the question. Tell me, yeah? You can ask questions along the way, okay? You can just don't do it.
Okay, I got it. I got number
Okay.
7.
Now, think about what I'm going to say right now. Huh? The first thing you do in exam is to read the question. When you read the question, if your panic level increases 2 or 3 times, that is something we have to work on right now. You say you're a relaxed person, right? Correct? I do believe you. You are quite relaxed. When you read 7A, B, C, D, do you feel that you are getting, way more stress than usual?
No.
Good to know.
Yeah.
And you seem to understand. So express is at your level. You're not just an NA student. You're an express student, at least for question 7. Good for you. I mean that in a very positive way. Really, it is good for you. You are at express level, basically. Read number 8 and tell me whether you understand them and whether you feel that you're very stressed.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So, do you think you may be able to do it?
Yeah.
7 and 8. And those are at least total, I don't know, 8 marks, is it?
4, I think
Oh, wow.
9.
Wow.
Oh,
Total 9.
okay.
And think about it for a while. If express is total 9, then NA should at least total 9. At least, might be more. Right? So these questions are definitely worth something. If you can do it, all the better. Right? Okay, let's move on. Move on
Alright.
first. Don't do anything. Let's move on. All right. And what is this? Again, same
Uh,
thing, right?
yeah,
Read,
it's just
understand, stress on.
nah, it's just
Okay, yeah.
evaluation,
Okay.
so I think I
All
got
right.
it.
Sure. Good. Now question 10. Factorization, right? Was talking about that.
Oh, this is fresh off my mind. The teacher did it last week, so
Yeah. We talk about it. Your teacher talk about it. Great, right? Very good.
yeah.
Right? Again, after you absorb it, then you tell me it's okay. Okay, you're done. You're okay. You're okay with the factorization.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 11. You should expect word problem algebra, right? This is
Yeah.
definitely word problem algebra.
Mm.
However, they don't specifically tell you, right? They don't.
Yeah, there you go.
You have to use the X by yourself. Correct?
Yeah.
This guy is X, and then that guy is something X. Remember what I tell you?
Yeah.
There shall never be more than one unknown, like something. So how many marks will this 11A and B be?
Uh,
2 and 2.
4.
Okay, 4. Not so bad, right? Not so bad.
Yeah.
I was hoping for more, but okay, I was hoping for more. Now, for the once you're happy with this, you're not going to do it. You're going to go to question 12. Question 12 is solved. Okay, the question 12, A and B. Have you done solving questions already in school?
Solving questions. Think so. Probably.
Okay. Maybe you can try 12A and B.
Oh, yeah. What my teacher told me was like just minus like 1 out until there's no 1, and then you minus the y, and then you get the
Mm-hmm.
thing.
You can elect to discuss this with me if you're not very certain. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore C and D
Uh-huh.
unless your teacher have talked about it. Has your teacher talked about it?
No.
All right, then ignore it. Moving on. This is already no longer algebra.
Yeah.
Okay. Most probably this won't be in your test, just to confirm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. So now you know, just by looking at one express paper, you're gonna get quality practice.
Mm.
Right? They don't give you warm up on. Each question is a little bit different. They don't give you 2 questions of the same thing, so to speak. So something like that. Like they just wet you with something which is challenging. Maybe let's put it that way.
Mm.
That's how they test you, right? You learn to control your emotion and your own skills, and you bring the best of yourself. Now, do you want to try the algebra part of this thing?
Sure.
Right. Now, just to say first, you can prioritize talking about the solving part first if you want. Okay, you can do that if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
All right. So as per usual, screenshot to your Jamboard, and I'll be waiting for you there. You can stop your screen sharing.
Uh, okay, there, done.
I'm so sorry, I'm muted. So you're gonna show me what your teacher is teaching you to do. If it's right or wrong, doesn't matter. You show me one or two things I already understand. Show me
Mm,
what you got. Okay, show me what you got.
okay. If I'm not wrong, my
Mm-hmm.
teacher has like a website for this.
Mm-hmm. You
If
want
you
to
want me
consult
to
for a while? You want to consult for a while? I don't mind. I do want to know what you can do. So go ahead before I teach you something.
okay. Kind of hard because for B, I haven't done with fraction, and for A, I haven't done it with negative numbers.
You'll be surprised how easy it is. You'll be surprised. However, with the proper technique now.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you can do something, do it. If not, then of course I'll show you what can be done.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Don't worry about being right or wrong. Of course, you might be right and you might be wrong. Of course, that's fine.
Okay, I'll do B first because I think it's easier.
But do something. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Show me something. Yeah? Show me something. Following you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm following you. I'm trying to understand how you think. Okay. Yes, steady one. Just to confirm, Jason, that you don't feel stuck right now. Am I correct?
If I don't feel stuck, but I feel a bit confused. That's yeah,
Why do you think that B is easier than A?
because there's no negatives in my opinion. Because I haven't learned any negatives yet.
Have confidence with negatives. Do not erase your B. I can tell you that B is slightly harder. I can tell you that. Just slightly though, just slightly. I think that is
Oh,
still true for you. Do not be afraid of negatives. That is forever what we must do. If you're afraid of negative, like just now, the question reveals to us that you are afraid of negative, we must face it together slowly but surely.
mm,
The negative chapter has ended and it will never leave you. Never,
okay.
never, never, ever. So let's do A and let's do something. If cannot, I will give you hints. Hmm. Okay. Now, Jason, doing -1 is fine, right? Doing minus
Mm,
one is fine. What happened to the right hand side? Just to confirm. Oh, I
right.
see what you mean.
Mm.
When you do minus
Minus like
one,
everything. Yeah.
so what happens to the right hand side?
Uh, -1. It becomes -4.
Okay, -4.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna stop you here for now. Yeah. All
yeah.
right. So tell me regarding the -1. Does your teacher tell you that you can do any number here? You can do -1. You can do -2. You can also do +2, +3, and whatever. Is that what your teacher tells you?
Oh no, my teacher like tells me to just like -1 until there's like normal whole like one whole number and like one x or y,
All right.
and
Now
that'll
let
be
me
it, I think.
understand. Now let me tell you that you're faster than that. Okay, faster
Okay.
than that. Okay. So now I would like to ask you to try +3 from the original thing. +3 from the original thing. Let's see whether you like the result or not. I'm going to screenshot. Yeah, just let me help you here. I do not explain to you why +3, but I hope you will be able to see the effect by yourself. Okay. So do a +3, please, and see the effect. See whether you like it or not. Please write down +3 also.
Okay. Um, +3. 6. Okay.
Do you like the effect?
Yeah,
Now tell me why you like the effect of +3.
because now there's no negative.
You mean there's no -3, right?
Yeah.
There is still -4x and there's still -2x.
Yeah.
In fact, there's still -12, to be fair, right?
Yeah.
To be fair. But you still like this. You still like this.
uh,
Just to confirm.
Yeah.
Okay. Since I suggested, I also know that I would like that effect. I'm giving you a tool to face your own fears, your dislike of negative 3 in this case, for example. Just fight negative 3 with plus 3, so to
Mm.
speak, right? Why do you do negative 1 at the start? Because you're trying to fight positive numbers.
Mm.
But fighting a negative number is so simple. I'll call it fighting because you don't like it and you want it to disappear. Hey man, I'm up to it. If you want negative to disappear, just do positive 3. So
Mm.
simple. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Now, you don't like negative 4x. Let's say I choose randomly negative 4x. Do
Mm.
you know that you can do positive 4x? Do you know that? I
Oh.
mean, I see you do negative y. There shouldn't be a problem if you simply do 4x or then positive 4x. Certainly that should be allowed.
Mm.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give it a try. See whether you like it or not.
Plus four x.
Because you don't like negative 4x, right? That's the reason.
Yeah.
That's a fine reason. Okay, let's see. Jason, remember the purpose, remember our goal to get rid of negative 4x.
Oh yeah, B
Sure.
plus.
But
Uh,
this didn't happen. How could you have,
Actually no.
yeah, you're a lot wrong here. Think carefully. You're a lot wrong here.
Mm.
First of all, negative 3 and positive 3 become 0, right?
Uh, uh,
How come negative 4x
oh yeah.
plus 4x becomes negative x? You're not making any sense. You're not reading it as a whole. You're just reading negative 4x plus 4x. That's not the right way to read.
Mm.
Okay. So negative 4x, positive 4x is 0. Correct, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense, right? 0. Hey, you still didn't change your negative 2x plus 4x. I think I think you're not facing the negative properly. What is negative 2x, positive 4x? There you go. There
Oh,
you go.
okay.
Makes sense or not?
Yeah.
Does this all make sense? You cannot memorize this thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So first thing first, if you want to deal with negatives, you know how to do it. Use positive.
Mm.
Secondly, do it properly, lah, right? Do it properly. Now, do you need more help, or can you do this yourself? Or
Think I can do it myself?
sure thing. Give it a try.
Try on B.
No, no, no. Your A is not done. Sorry, yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
oh yeah, my bad, my bad.
Yeah, solving means they have to tell you something. Solving means find the x. They don't have to tell you find the x. Solving does mean find the x. If you don't understand, you can tell me. Okay? Do you understand? Solving means find x.
Mm, plus
Jason, do you know what to do?
plus 12, and then becomes
Hmm.
0, but then this one becomes 18.
Okay, sure. So what does that become?
Mm.
Okay, good.
Do I need to write in the 0 still?
Now, Jason, you were doing very well until this line. What
Huh.
your teacher teach you is informally called door door. Whatever you do to the left, you must do to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Repeat after me. What is door door? Whatever you do to the
Do to
left,
the
you must do
left.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the rule, right? Okay, your teacher won't use that, but I use that door door to remind you. It's a door door. You've been doing door door so well, to left, to right, to left, to right, to left, to right, and then suddenly in this
Yeah,
line,
forgot.
you only do door, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do the door.
Then mm, minus 18.
Okay. You know, maybe do it at the right hand side something. Bro, what are you doing? Okay. How did that happen? How did suddenly there's a minus action?
Because I want to get rid of 2x and it becomes just like what? X. At x.
Oh, oh, your dollar is minus X. Okay.
Yeah.
Now try this and see whether you like the result or not. You might be surprised. You might be surprised. Try. Again, you're not doing dollar, man. Come on, Jason.
Minus
You're not doing
x.
dollar.
Uh,
So on the right hand side, it should be minus 6 minus X lah. Dollar, man. Correct?
hmm.
My question is, do you like that result?
That's weird.
Before we talk about something else, tell me why don't you like that result?
Because now there's 2x's.
Very good. No, very good. No, you're
Yeah.
correct, Jason. Did your teacher teach you that? Like, hey, if you multiply the number of x's, you're actually going into deeper trouble most of the time.
Hmm.
Did your teacher teach you that?
No. Because we only done with plus.
No, as in, no. You're doing a good thing. No. I'm right. No,
Uh-huh.
if your teacher doesn't teach you, your feeling is correct. Hey, wait, I'm getting into a deeper trouble here, not making my life easier.
Uh-huh.
Whereas previously, plus 3, hey, my life easier. Eh? I like it. Plus
Uh-huh.
4x, hey, my life easier. Yeah? You get me? Plus
Uh-huh.
12, hey, my life easier. Yeah? Minus 18, hey, my life is easier. Hey, suddenly, minus x, hey, my life not so easy. You have the right sense. You need to have this sense. Because there is no guidepost one.
Mm.
To be sure, technically, minus x is not wrong, you know. It's
Right.
just, it's just making your life troublesome.
Mm.
So, you shouldn't do it not because it's wrong, because it's not beneficial. Okay, so far so good, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, you're limiting yourself to plus minus, correct? In fact, you're just limiting yourself to minus just now, which is very weird. Now do a plus, you're happy. So why don't you now don't limit yourself? You should now consider times and divide. You
Uh-huh.
should consider that. Okay. Is there enough clue?
Think so.
Okay. Then instead of minus x, scratch that. Don't erase that. Scratch that. You're going to do something else. What is it?
Think would do times.
Do you have an option for us, the dollar?
Times. Uh,
Jason, your
yeah,
sense is correct in two places. First, don't multiply x, right? As in, don't duplicate the x more. Don't do that,
yeah,
right? Secondly, you want x, not 2x. Your
yeah.
sense is correct. Your goal is correct. Now tell me, 2x minus x is x. Is there another way to achieve x from 2x?
Divide by x.
No, 2x divided by x is 2.
Oh yeah,
Something else. You want to achieve x from 2x. Divide by,
2x.
no, that becomes 1. Not even 1x.
Oh.
Correct or not?
Mm-hmm.
Again, 2x become x. Divide by,
2x
come
by
on, Jason.
x.
Oh, come on, Jason. You
Oh yeah, I
tried
already
so
tried that.
many things. No, yeah, you tried so many things, but you forget to try the last option. Okay, so I'm gonna write down for you. 2x
Div
divided by x, it becomes 2. I hope that makes sense.
yeah, that's. Oh yeah.
2x divided
Uh-huh.
by
Oh,
2x.
divide by 2.
Yeah. You didn't try that, and turns out that is of course correct lah. And I hope
Yeah.
that makes sense. It's not that complicated in that sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Simple logic will do. And yeah, your logic is hopefully helping. So please try. Okay, scratch the minus x, you're going to divide by 2.
Mm. So divide by 2, and then that will become x equals -3.
Okay, now just to confirm, are we supposed to stop here or not?
Think so?
If if in your school, yes, you're going to stop here.
Yeah.
Since you're in my tuition, no, you have something very important to do after this.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Do you know?
Uh, a negative?
No. This is your final answer. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the last thing you should do. This is your final answer. I'm fine. The
Confirm.
last thing you should do is confirm. And is there any way to confirm so that we're happy? Do you know how to confirm?
Uh, x is a random number, and then no,
Nah.
not that one. Okay.
That one is correct up to now. Now your final answer is a very specific x. X equals to -3. You no longer can or should x random number.
Should be negative
Instead,
3.
should be -3, and then you should put the -3 back to the original question. That's normal, right? You should always confirm back to the original question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to do that to the left hand side, and then you're going to do it to the right hand side, and then you're going to tell me what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Take my
If you don't
calculator.
understand, yeah, please take. Oh, you haven't been. No.
Wait, 3x. X is -3 now, right?
-3, yeah.
Alright. Uh, the left side is
Is,
0 and the right side is 9.
let me check with my mind. Yes, I agree. The left hand side is 0. Nothing wrong. The left hand side is +9. Yes. Now, Jason, what does this tell you?
Uh, it's wrong?
You are correct.
Okay.
Jason, notice your feeling right now. I really mean like if this is exam and you follow my advice and you find out, oh my goodness, I am wrong. Despite my confidence, because you like you like what you have been doing so far, correct?
Mm,
Hey, you're wrong. How do you feel right now?
I mean, it's alright. I don't really feel much. Just, I guess, try fixing it.
Then, in this case, I'm not sure whether your mistake is careless or not. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to tell you first. Most of the time, I will tell you to find it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough, yeah? Right now, I'm just going to tell you. Two explanations, okay? First, look at this guy and this guy. One of the better things to do is before you do any door. Okay, door is the name of technique. Before you do any door, you can combine them, right? So everything here will be minus 2x minus 6.
Uh,
That will make life
yeah.
easier, to be fair, right.
Yep.
Now, that's the first thing to say, but that's not a mistake. It's okay to not do this. It's just that you make your life slightly harder. You don't see the opportunity to make it easier. That's what your
Mm.
mistake is not here. Your mistake is like this. You do your +3 for the left-hand side, and you go and +3 here and +3 here. In fact, you didn't even do +3 here. You do a -3 here, which is extremely confusing to me.
Oh,
So one more
yeah.
time. You do a +3 to the 3 becomes 6. You do a -3 to the -9 becomes -12. What are you supposed to do?
Shh.
Tell me, what are you supposed to do?
Supposed to plus it.
Okay, you're supposed to plus it. So I'm going to change that to plus. Yeah, +3, right? And then -9 plus 3 will become, let's do confirm,
-6.
-6, right? Okay, now I'm going to tell you something. This is totally wrong. Not totally
Oh.
wrong. This is half wrong. Why? Because if I do that to -2x -6, which you agree is a simpler thing, right? You do agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will +3 once. You +3 basically twice. It
Oh.
doesn't seem to make sense. You're basically +6, if I would say so.
Mm.
This needs to make sense. I'm not trying to ask you to memorize. If this doesn't make sense, or if you think that what you're doing is correct, you must tell me. I want to address that.
Mm.
Should we +3 and +3 every time we see a number? Is that what we are supposed to do? What's the logic here? What's the understanding here?
Mm. Uh,
Do that. There's a reason why you do this.
um,
So I want you to at least tell me why.
just, I guess, following, uh, what my teacher taught me until I, like, find something, then
Mhm.
switch it up.
Right. So following your teacher is fine until you realize this is -1.
Mm-hmm.
Is -1, right?
Yep.
In fact, your -1 is wrong. Like it should be -10, right? If -10 away, it should be -10, right? Right.
Mm.
And this is wrong. As in rather, twice is wrong. Twice is wrong. I'm not sure your teacher will mention it that way. The twice part is wrong. It should be done only once, at least in this situation. It should be done once. Either to the 3 is fine, or to the -1. The -9 is also fine. Once is correct.
Mm.
So the consistent with, if I make it -6, I will just do it once. The twice is the mistake. it should be done once. Don't take my word for it, but give me some benefit of doubt and then just try once. See whether you will find another final answer which is correct. Don't believe me. Just try. And now, let's just do it once. Let's forget about this for a while. Okay, let's forget about this. That's confusing, right? Okay, let's just talk about 3 minus 9, and you're going to do plus 3 only in one of them. Tell me, which one are you going to do?
-9.
All right, so let's do plus 3 or -9. So therefore, this shouldn't exist. So therefore, this should still be 3, correct?
Yep.
And this plus 3 should be -6, not -12, because there was a mistake. Okay, Ken? Okay, this -6, correct? Okay, now your door might need to change, right? What should your door be? What should your door be?
Should be 7.
Plus 7. Why would you do plus
No,
7?
plus 6.
All right, plus 6, I agree. That seems to be useful. So this will be 6, correct? The
Yeah.
right hand side. Okay, this will be 0. So that's great, right? It will be 0. And then 3 plus 6 will be 9. Hold on a second. Okay, and then this door should change also, you're saying?
Should be -9.
Yeah, -9. Then what happens that it's going to be 2x, which is great. And then 6 -9 will be
-3.
-3, right? Okay, -3.
Yep.
Okay, let's ignore this. And then divide by 2 is the same thing, right?
Yep.
So it'll be -3/2, which is, hey, it's an uglier answer. Hey, you don't like it.
Yeah.
The question is whether you're correct or not, whether it is nice or not. Please check it out whether this is correct. I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. That was my mistake. Sorry, check it out for a while. When this is plus 6, this 0 should be 6, right? This -6 should be 0. And I accidentally plus 6 to this 3. I commit the same mistake.
Oh.
Right? This should just be 3, correct?
Yeah.
Should just be 3. As a result, I should be doing -3, correct? And as a result, this should be 3, correct?
Yeah.
Positive 3. As a result, this should be positive 3/2. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, they're both the same.
Something like that. So 3/2 is not a nice number, but 3/2 is correct. In exam, you know that. Now, we go very deep into door.
Yeah.
Okay, we go very, very deep into door. And believe it or not, after this, B will look very easy. After this. Right? Shall we go for B? I'll just show you how to do it. Just take a look. and then repeat it, and then maybe we'll do the other questions. The other questions do not need order. Okay, right. But before that, any questions about?
No.
Right. So I'm gonna put B to the next page. Look, Jason, you don't like the fraction 5 and you don't like the fraction 2. Correct or not?
Yeah.
So door will be shortened as DD, okay? It's just to remind you that,
Uh-huh.
hey, the technique that we look for most of the time is called door one. Door is very powerful. It solves a lot of problems. That's why you should practice using it, right? Now, there is a door. Door is plus minus times divide, at least you're open to that. What is the door that will allow you to get rid of fraction 5 and fraction 2?
Hmm.
There is one. It's so simple.
Uh-huh.
Just do one thing. Your problem is all gone.
Huh. Uh,
It's called, listen,
hmm.
times 5 times 2, also known as times 10.
Okay.
Let's do it. You can do it one by one. You can do it at the same time. Do you want to do it one by one, times 5 and then times 2? Or you want to do it at one go, times 10?
Think at one go.
One go, times 10. All right.
Yeah.
So why do we times 10? Because times 10 is times 5 times 2. Why times 5 times 2? Because look at the left-hand side.
The
The left-hand side divide by
denominator?
5 times 5. Yeah. The left-hand side divided by 5, times
Uh-huh.
5. Without much thinking, they are both gone.
Yeah.
You are left with times 2 though. Just saying. All right. Just saying. You're left with times 2.
Mm-hmm.
So the 5 is gone. I have to times 2. So what is it? You write down for me the left-hand side.
After you got times 10.
Yeah, after for the left-hand side.
Uh,
Okay. You don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying. Totally not. Absolutely not.
mm-hmm.
This is divide by 5. Okay, so sorry. I'm just gonna do this. Okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna do a door, which is times 5. Let's deal with times 5. Okay. You have the habit of dealing with the top one without taking a very easy logical thing. This is divide by 5. This is times 5. So the left hand side is just 3y plus 2 without much counting. You're using logic here.
Oh.
Why would you bother to times 5 on top if the bottom is already divided by 5?
Mm.
Isn't dividing by 5 your sole motivation of doing door times 5?
Yeah.
And that motivation should be to eliminate times 5. I divide by 5. Done.
Mm.
Logic, not calculation. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the right-hand side, I don't care about the times 5 right now. I'm just going to do times 5. And that's totally fine.
Uh-huh.
Let's say that I don't want to deal with it right now. I just want to quickly do my second order because I know what that will be. What would that be? Times 2, right? Because I
Uh-huh.
hate the divide by 2, right? So again, on
Yeah.
the left-hand side, you have to think a little bit. So the left-hand side becomes,
So that becomes 2y minus 1.
it's times 2.
Oh, time.
So it's times 2.
Uh, 6y plus 4.
Yeah. And it affects both. Remember what I talked about?
Yeah.
2 times that, 6 plus 4 affects both, right? We learned
Uh-huh.
about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be correct. On the right-hand side, don't use too many counting, use logic. What would it be
Times 2. Uh, 2y minus 1.
without
Nothing.
the divide by 2, right? Without the 2 lah.
Yeah.
But don't forget you have the times 5 lah. Just to be clear.
Uh-huh.
You do have that, right? Because it was from the previous one. How can you continue from here?
Uh, it will be 10y minus 5.
And that'll be correct. Now you do.
And then
It's a nice door.
uh-huh. And then hmm, minus 6y.
Give it a try. In door, you are flexible. You're given power, but you learn how to use that power by trying stuff. Like, if you like it, continue. If you don't like it, uh, step back. Lah, so to say. Right? Do you like this?
Not really. For some
Why
reason
not?
though.
Wait. Why not?
Mm,
Why not? Tell me why not. You must tell me why.
7 plus 4y. Because the is this 4y instead of 1 or just y?
Wait. Are you saying that this is worse than this? Are
Probably
you saying
not.
that?
No, it's not. It's definitely not worse.
Okay,
Because
okay.
we
Yeah, yeah,
shorten
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
down way more.
So it's better. Should we step back, right? We can step
Hmm.
back. Should we
Yeah.
step back?
Probably not. Try work
Okay.
off this was.
Yeah. Just try to overcome the 4y. That's it. I think that's the better way. Lah.
Hmm.
Before you confirm. No, never mind. You confirm first. The answer is ugly, right?
Yeah.
You're not comfortable, right?
Yeah.
You have the tools to handle that. Please confirm. And hopefully, you'll be correct.
So 4 is y. Uh, it's wrong. It's wrong.
Let me check
Uh,
it. Are you sure? Wait, are you sure? Oh, wait.
dang.
Check all the time. Yeah. 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 Oh. I see the mistake. I see the mistake. Maybe it was me again. But it's supposed to be. Right. Give it a try. So sorry. Wasted
Oh,
your time. So,
yeah, they were correct.
good. Ugly answer, but you're correct.
Yep.
No doubt. Now, I would say that this is less complicated than the previous one if you do the appropriate dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you're used to times. This one is a very major one for times. In the previous question, I don't think you did any times before.
Yep.
Okay, so minus, plus, divide, times. All dollar should be tried and should be, how to say, should be used to its fullest extent. Okay. Now, to you, Jason, do you need a little bit of break here? Is this too much?
Like maybe 5 minute break.
All right. See you in 5 minutes.
All right. Hello? Uh, Hello. Actually, you're muted if you're talking.
Right. Jason, sorry, I believe you were
Yeah. Uh,
right. Can you hear me clearly? Right.
yep.
Can you hear me? All right. Okay. Sorry, you were calling me just now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, okay. I'm gonna disconnect a little bit. Okay. Yeah, just a minute. Right. Right. Sorry about that.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Jason, again, just to confirm, nothing to clarify.
Yep.
All right. Okay, good. That's our journey to Doldor. And why don't you choose any two questions from the paper, and let's do it together today. The rest will be your homework. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Okay. There'll be a warm up for exam. Go ahead. Choose any two, and then the rest you do yourself.
Okay. Same people, right?
Same paper. Same paper. I think they have reasonably good. Okay, good. I'm gonna share my screen, but just ignore it. Mm.
I can't use a I can or cannot use a calculator for this.
You can. Sorry. So what do you mean by that? Sorry. What do you mean by you can or cannot?
Can I use a calculator or can I not?
Meaning in the exam, can you use it? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I know in exam I can use it, but like for this one,
Are you talking about 10A? Sorry.
oh no, like can I use a calculator to answer the question that I just put in the Jamboard?
Yes,
Okay,
you can. Yes, you can. Sorry. Yes, you can. Yeah. I'm not restricting you on anything. Right? You should use
okay.
your calculator. Right. Okay. So what you mean, it's totally fine if press this in the calculator lah. That's
Mm,
fine. They don't expect beyond this lah, if that's what you mean lah.
huh.
Yeah, they just write this and then write the final answer and that's fine. Put it this way, they're trying your calculator typing. That's basically what they're trying to do. So you give it to them.
Okay. Factorize 8 minus 2 4. Mm, okay. I'll do B first.
B first. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Just to say that you don't understand question B, you're expanding it, right? Expanding it might be okay. Again, write down your H is okay. That's an appropriate expanding your teacher would say. I will call that affecting both, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're affecting both very correctly, and even the negative is very correct.
Eh.
Can you say that you're doing it wrongly? Okay, maybe not, Okay, maybe not.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Maybe you're doing it fine. Maybe. Depends on what. Yeah, it really depends what you do after this. I guess this is probably.
Oh,
Okay, okay, all right, okay, I like this. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, and don't discount like that. Okay, come on.
Oh,
Correctly,
okay.
but then again, something. Okay, good. It all depends on what you do. This is 1 mark currently.
Hmm. Uh,
Maybe 1 mark. Maybe they will count this as 1 mark. Yeah. Okay, Jason. Remember what I teach you. Factorization starts with factorizing, lah, right? Or
mm-hmm.
may not teach you like that, but I teach you something like this. 2x minus start with the factorizing of 2x minus 2 times 3. I am factorizing. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Cutting off
Right.
just
Okay.
like quite a lot.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let me see for what what's going on here. How come I'm cutting? Oh, I know what I'm cutting. I know. Okay. So again, factorizing starts from factorizing, lah. If that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So factorizing, and then what do you do after you factorize? You realize you can do this, no?
Mm.
Something like that.
Uh-huh.
Again, is this what you have in mind when you see the word factorize?
Thought it was yes. But then what does like simplifying mean then?
Okay, right. Simplify means something. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay,
Mhm.
simplify can mean many things, but it always means the result is simpler than the original. It always simply means that, right? So, for example, this to this is clearly simplifying. When they ask you simplify, they really mean it. They just mean, okay, hey, yo, this complicated thing can become simpler. Show me how. You know, whatever method you can use, simplify is regarding making a complicated thing simpler. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so in your factorization, you end up simplifying first. And of course, simplifying is a good thing. How do I say this? Because it makes something less complicated. That is usually good one, if that makes sense, right? Okay, now look at another one. I'm going to show you another example. You cannot. No, never mind. You cannot. Okay, that's the simplifying. Now, regarding factorizing, they specifically mean, see, I factorize. They do mean this kind of thing in
Hmm.
secondary one. So you have simplified, even though that's not what they want, and yet this is this is making your life easier. They
Mm-hmm.
recognize that, and they're giving you 1 mark out of 2 marks.
Mm-hmm.
They do recognize that, but you haven't factorized, so no matter what, you cannot get the full marks because they did specifically say you must factorize.
Mm.
So now the question to you is, can you factorize this guy somehow? Remember my method, Jason. My method is you don't think much. My method is you just factorize one guy first, factorize the other guy. There's a same thing. You pull it out. Pull it out.
7.
Okay, try 7. Go and try 7. So you're gonna say there's a 7. But how do you do that? You don't pull it out directly. Remember, your teacher will do that. Stop
Uh-huh.
doing that. Stop doing that. Start, however, just factorizing this first. You're saying 7. Okay, so 7 times what?
Mm-hmm.
7 times what? Okay. This is also 7 times what? That's what your goal is, right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
7 times what? 7 times what? Go ahead.
Negative 2h.
Okay, negative 2h. And then there's another 7 here. Then what remains is
54. 54 divided by 7.
yeah, use your calculator. Just use your
Okay.
calculator, right? Does it work? I mean, you just press the cal and then okay. When you press the calculator and it doesn't look very nice, that means it
Yeah.
doesn't work very well. Doesn't work.
Yep.
So this doesn't work very well. Okay. So 7 might not be the best try. And guess what? Factorize is sometimes about guessing. Okay,
Mm.
don't let it fool you. You don't know for certain one. You have to guess.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So 7 is not, 7 is not it's not going to help you. Okay, fine. We'll abandon it. That's all. That's all we're going to do. We're going to abandon it. This is similar to door. Door, you have a few options to choose. Sometimes you just have to try one. You don't like it, you try another one.
Mm.
I hope that opens up your mind. Don't think about math as something very rigid. It is never so. Okay, ignore. Okay, I'm going to abandon. Sure thing. Could you try something else?
2
Okay, 2. Okay, 2 seems to be simpler. Okay, so let's try that. You write down 2 times something.
times 7.
Okay,
Negative
okay.
7h.
The negative, yeah, the negative is there. Good.
2 times it's 20. Oh, 27.
All right, that's 7. Right.
Looks better.
Okay, looks better. Like and just by doing this, let me tell you, Jason, you can advance one step further. Like, can 7 and 27 be factorized? You can see it easier. Even if you cannot, you can immediately test with your calculator. Can I do something with 27 that will allow me to do something with 7 also? Can or not?
Think so.
Then what would that be?
The H.
The H. Okay. Then you know what? Let's do H. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a simple trick in exam. Don't go and how to say it? Don't go and rewrite. Just do this. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
Okay.
You do that. It's fine. It looks ugly, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Is there anything else you can do? Minus. You always discount your minus. Cannot do that to your
The
minus. Okay, don't do that.
negative.
All right, the negative, right? So the negative is here. Ding, 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 ding. Negative, right?
Uh-huh.
Ding, 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 ding. Negative. Feel
Yeah.
free to do that in exam as long as you give yourself enough space. It's okay one. Is there
Uh-huh.
anything else that you can do?
Uh, don't think so.
All right. So I'm just going to bracket this to make our life not so confusing.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's say you are settled with negative 2h. You are happy with your factorization. So
Uh-huh.
the final step is something like this. You have to do this kind of thing. So please do so.
Negative 2h bracket
Outside, big bracket, right? Big bracket. There's something
7
inside, right? 7,
times
7,
27k.
and unfortunately, this is a mistake. This
Oh,
will be
oh yeah,
a
minus
positive,
a positive. Yeah.
not a modest, not positive. We'll talk about it later, but now for now, it's a positive.
Okay.
How do you know you're correct? If you reverse the process and you end up with this. If you reverse the process, you can certainly reverse the process. This one, you're more familiar with the reversal, the expansion, the affecting both.
Mm. Yep.
If you affect both, use your mind. If you affect both, does it become this?
Yeah, it does.
And does it affect both? Does it become that?
Yes.
That's why plus is correct, minus is wrong, times is wrong. That's it.
Ah.
Okay. You may not know why, but I have a very strong reason for it, right? If you
Uh-huh.
didn't
Yeah.
experience. Oh, I'm so sorry. Abigail, hi. Abigail, sorry. Now I see you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Abigail, I was focused on Jason. Were you there for long already?
Just a short while.
All right. Remember to call me next time, yeah? Okay, because sometimes I was focused too much. Okay, Jason. I have to attend to the other student. You have your homework. I'll see you next week, okay? Jason, would that be okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, Abigail. All right. Give me updates, please. What do you want to do today? What's going on in school?
I want to go through like physics today. My physics exam is next week.
Makes a lot of sense. So are we going to Abigail Physics?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have anything though.
Okay. No, okay. Now tell me more. Before that, I just want to know. Nobody's here, right? So how did your AMAT exam go?
Um, I think it was okay.
All right. Okay, sounds good. Coming from you, yeah. Okay, sounds very good. Make a prediction if you don't mind.
Um, I guess I I don't know, but like I think
Right.
I'll pass.
Okay. And passing in this sense, does it mean like, oh, it's 50%? Is it 55? Is it 60? What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know.
Of course. Then make a guess lah. I'm not asking you to be confident here. I know you are still learning AMAT, but I want you to guess lah. I want you to evaluate yourself. So I want you to do that. 50%,
Uh,
55, 45, 49, 51,
60.
60%, 60%. That is your guess. Wonderful. The guess is wonderful. I'm not talking about the 60. Anything. Any news on EMAT? Just curious.
Yes.
All right. Do you mind telling me?
Yeah.
Right. And how is it?
Um, I got 27 out of 35.
27 out of 35 is eight. Oh, it's almost 80%, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? That's 80, 88 something. No. I said that's 78 something. Right. Math is 27 out of 5, which is around a 78 something. Well, congratulations. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
You sorry, what do you feel? Right? What?
I feel okay.
Okay, right? Not okay. Okay, right? Correct? Did I get it correct?
Yes.
Good. Good for you. Good for you. You should feel happy if there is an occasion to be happy, right? Okay. That way I can also feel happy with you. Right? I only feel sad if you're sad, and I feel happy if you're happy. Now, Kirby, I can see you, yeah, on your video first. Now,
Sure. My phone is
yes.
like low battery. I'm charging it right now.
All right. So, we're gonna learn POA, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay if we are still doing that same question? Are you okay about that?
Yeah.
Just that same time. Okay. Then this time you don't get to look at the answer key. You got to do your asset liability thing analysis. Remember, that's the technique to use, right? This is
Yeah.
asset, this liability, and then you're gonna make the answer by yourself before you look at the answer key. This is your first time. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You're gonna complete one by today, as in both. As in you're gonna complete 20 marks by today.
Okay.
Do you understand? Okay, do so. Okay,
Yeah.
now back to you, Abigail. Pum. Now, when you say you don't have anything, let me confirm. You don't have any revision package from your physics teacher.
No.
Is this your first physics exam? Just confirming.
Yes.
So there is no last time. Okay, I understand. Okay, now you're gonna give me the topics clearly first. Please list it down somehow.
Okay. Wait. I'm being tested on kinematics and force and pressure.
Physics will be kinematics and force and what? And what? Sorry?
Pressure.
Pressure. You never asked me about pressure. Wait, what? Okay, Abigail, why is your mic very noisy? Is it because over there is noisy or there's a fan?
Fan.
If you turn off your fan, will you die?
No.
Could you maybe lower it down by one? Maybe or don't hit the mic, something like that, because it's very terrible.
Oh, I turned it off already.
Wait, that's very weird. How come it's still very noisy? What's going on here? Wait a minute. Mute yourself. Okay, unmute again. Okay, you confirm that there is nothing blowing on your mic right now, huh? Nothing, eh? Because it's extremely noisy. Something else is going on here.
Nothing.
Okay, could you please disconnect and connect again, just to see, right?
Okay.
Kirby, just to confirm, are you putting the question in the POA? You should analyze it in the POA so I can in the Jamboard so I can follow it.
I'm looking for a question.
Right. The same amount, the same thing. Before that, Kirby, tell me what happened today, after I went up.
Yeah, I like I lied down next to the
Good,
pool for my break. I
good,
went
good, good.
back.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to do some questions,
Good.
so that I walked home. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What kind of question did you do?
Uh, Another the vector question.
Oh, you're very curious on that. So what happened?
I didn't really know how to do it, so I was just like, I don't know, I attempted, but I don't
Hmm.
think I got it correct.
Okay. So I'll tell you
Yeah.
something, Kirby. That question is surprisingly difficult to get correct. However, when you get it correct, you have time, okay? You have time. This is not 2 months before O level. 2 months before O level, I'll tell you to forget it. Okay? Surprisingly terrible to get it right, but once you get it correct, once you suddenly click, it is very satisfying, number one. The marks are okay lah. The marks only medium one. It's not like it's a very big mark. It's okay. But it will somehow help your math also. So there's a lot of bonuses here lah. Okay. Thirdly, there is a small chance it will appear in the practicals. So kind of that's a nice small bonus if it happens. I'm motivating you to try that more and more, but please don't be a bit patient with yourself. As far as I can tell, people struggle for some time before getting it right. Okay, Kirby? Okay, it's not as easy as you may say lah. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, now POA. Okay, yeah, Abigail's definitely still noisy. Okay, gonna help me a bit, Abigail. Can you lift up your laptop? Done? Is it done?
Yeah.
Can you face it some other place? Just go to the left or go to the right. Oh wow, such a weird thing. Is your laptop plug in?
What?
Is your laptop plug in right now? Is it charging?
Yeah.
Usually it's not charging. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Try unplugging it for a while. It shouldn't die. Try.
I just did.
Oh, no effect. Oh man. Okay. Let's not troubleshoot. Kirby, just to confirm that you do hear a background noise right now. Am I correct or not?
Uh, I don't know.
Okay. If it doesn't bother you, Kirby, then it's okay. Abigail, nothing seems to be bothering you, right? You're not hearing anything so far, correct?
Yes.
All right. So if both of you are not bothered, then it's okay. Okay. Abigail, ignore what I say, right? Doesn't matter for now. Okay. Now, bum, 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 bum. Pressure. Yeah. Okay. What's going on with pressure? Right? You never asked me pressure. Like. Abigail, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on with pressure? As in, has your teacher ever taught you pressure?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Okay, you told me that your A math class is good, but you have difficulty understanding everything, correct? That was A math,
Yeah.
right? E math, not so. E math, you do seem to understand. I'm very happy. Okay. Are you saying that your physics class is the same as your A math class?
Worse.
Tell me more. Tell me more. I need to know. Tell me more.
I I can't absorb anything that the teacher is talking about. Like I don't understand whatever he's teaching.
Could you tell me more? Like, what do you mean, if possible? Details or something, or he do this or he do what? Could you do that?
Oh, okay. So I guess he doesn't really actually teach us. Like he just sort of gives us a worksheet, but like he doesn't really teach us how to do it, and then he expects us to like figure it out on our own.
What bloody nonsense, right? Thanks to your teacher, I have a tuition job. Thanks to your teacher, right? Remember to say thanks for me to him, right? But I've heard about this kind of teacher lah, especially physics teacher. I my favorite my favorite subject is physics lah. I'm an engineer, so I apologize in the name of physics for now. I've heard
Okay.
about this kind of teacher before. Somehow the physics teacher tend to do this. Sorry, I get a bit depressed when I hear this kind of thing. Okay, I'm coming back soon. I'm coming back. I'm very depressed right now. Okay, tell you what, Abigail, people don't change quickly, or people don't normally change that. So what's happening in the physics class is likely to continue maybe for next year. I hope it will change, but I have my doubts. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
Tell me, despite all this, what do you think about physics? I need to know your preference regarding physics. Tell me honestly if you don't mind.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, such a shame. Example. Oh, such a shame. I like physics, but my class is like this. I wish I could understand physics more. That's one way to say it. Another way
Hmm.
to feel about it, hey, I never cared about physics anyway, so I just have to do this because I have to do this. That's another way. What
Yeah.
is your feeling regarding physics, not the physics classes?
I have to do this anyway.
Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, this is combined chem and physics, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Why did you choose combined physics back then? Again, just refresh me on that.
Because my parents chose that, and I just don't really want to do any science.
Oh
I
my goodness. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more.
That's it.
Wait. Even if your parents force you, you still have to take at least one combined science, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the school rule. So you have two options, ma. Physics chem or chem bio. Am I correct? Sorry, is that the option here?
Yes.
All right, then why don't you choose chem bio again?
I feel like I don't really understand how to answer open-ended questions for bio.
So physics is your best bet.
Yeah.
Right. Can I say that this is not your teacher forcing you, this is not your student for, it's not your parents forcing you to take science. This is the school system forcing you to take science.
Yes.
So chemistry is being forced. To be fair, chemistry is being forced. Bio and physics, even though there's a choice, to be fair, you don't like both. Let's be fair.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about chem so far? Do you
I
like chem more? You're saying?
yeah. Yes.
Ah. Tell me why you like chem more. I really want to know. There is something to do with physics, right? There is. I want to know.
Actually, I understand what's going on in class.
You like understanding in class, which is totally great. Your chemistry class or teacher is the opposite.
Yes.
For some reason, I hear a lot of this. The chemistry teachers are good, and the physics teacher are just not good. I hear this a lot. Thankfully, very thankfully, one of your science is good. If not, it will be very unbearable, right? It will be very unbearable. Okay, now I understand. Okay. Just a minute, Abigail. Kirby, I am following you. I'm already reading the question. Are you doing something right now?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Again, remember, I do want to see your asset, expense, liability thingy lah. I do want to see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, come on. Focus a bit. Focus a bit. Okay. It's not the end of the week yet.
Yeah.
Hmm. Let me think for a while, Abigail. Hmm. 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 Abigail, does your physics teacher also teaches the pure physics class?
Yes.
As with your chemistry teacher, like, if I'm not mistaken. As with.
Yeah.
How many combined physics class is there in your school?
Um, I mean, I don't know.
Hmm. G2, right? G2. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let me see your previous practices again. Let me see that form. Hmm. Okay, Abigail, I'm not sure whether this will help, but I'll tell you a few possibilities right now. After that, we're going to talk about the physics.
Okay.
Teachers that you call bad, I don't doubt that the experience in class is bad. Okay, there are a few reasons why a teacher feels bad. Like, for example, they don't teach. Lah. Okay, that feels bad, right? They just leave it to yourself, right? Another reason is because the class cannot be controlled. I don't think you have that problem, but some of my students have that problem. Cannot control the class, no learning can happen, right? It feels bad. And then another reason why it's bad is because they teach too fast or they are very disorganized, something like that. Those kind of things, right? Um, every bad teacher that I've heard, okay, except for one. So I've heard a lot of teachers because I have a lot of students, but they come from different schools. Every bad teacher usually have a redeeming quality. For example, some bad teachers in front of the class, very bad to teach, cannot be understood, very slow. However, their feedback on your homework is very good. It's almost excellent one. If you do your homework, they will actually put effort in marking it, blah, 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 blah. And then there's also somehow allow a lot of private consultation. So they are aware that the class is not very good, but they kind of make up for it in other ways that is actually quite good. They have their own strength. Lah. It's just not in front of class. Okay? If that makes some sense to you, Abigail.
Yes.
But the in front of class will never change. Lah. Just, I mean, put it that way. Lah. That will hardly change, but they are aware and they are making up for it. Now, your teacher's worksheet, to be fair, the worksheets are good the way I see it. They're very systematic. If you discuss it with me, they do tend to teach you something. The problem is that you just cannot do it yourself sometimes. That's the only problem. But if
Yeah.
you do it, you do learn something. Is that a fair comment so far?
Um, I guess.
All right. Now, what I'm trying to aim for is this. If his worksheet, the basic worksheet is good, I was really hoping that he will also provide you advanced worksheets. That means questions of greater difficulty that will that will always hint you on his expectation of exam. Because right now, the basic worksheet is good, but that will not tell you what the exam will look like. It can be very team or very different. I'm really hoping for a more advanced worksheet. Now, let me confirm this one more time, Abigail. He has not give you that at all. Nothing like that.
No,
Nothing of that sort.
nothing.
The worksheet that you talk about was from last week. From last week until now, there are no new worksheet or new homework. Really?
Yep.
Hey, tell me why. Is it because there's no class? Is it what's happening here?
I mean, like, I do have one worksheet right now.
Okay, all right. And what's with that?
I mean, he went through it during class, but I still don't understand what he's talking about. So,
Then why don't you ask me?
okay, sure.
Makes sense, right? Okay, good. Kirby, are you okay, Kirby? Kirby?
Uh, yes, yes, I'm okay. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, tell me what's going on here. Sorry, Kirby. Tell me what's
I'm
going on.
writing it on the paper.
Oh, you're writing it on the paper. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll turn on my camera when I like phone is enough.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. Fair enough. You write it on the paper, but I need to see the asset thingy. I need to see analysis. Okay. I
Yeah,
still need to do that. Okay. All right. Right. But go and write on the paper. I like it.
yeah,
Okay, Abigail, I am seeing something on a kinematics question. Right. That is a kinematics question. Okay, good. When you're ready, please unmute. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. And Abigail, when you're ready, please unmute. Yeah. Oh, I'm seeing more. Okay, good. Yeah, definitely kinematics question. Kirby, just to confirm, are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's it.
Okay, understand. I'm already reading it, and that's fine. Okay. Physics revision 1 for term 2 WA. Huh. You mean you mean this worksheet is physics revision 1, all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is very important. I see you. Okay. So yeah, the way I read the question, they are very good basic stuff.
Mm.
Basic stuff means something they're supposed to know, whether you like it or not. And if you understand it, you do get real stuff. You do. So the quality of your worksheet is good. The quality of the class may be bad.
Okay.
The quality of the class is good. If you don't understand, you should spend time here to understand it, whether intuition or outside, right? And then secondly, this is not the topic worksheet. This is a physics revision 1 worksheet. Revisions worksheet tells you what the exam expects. Even better. If you don't understand, even more so for the purpose of exam, we can understand it. We should understand this. I hope that makes some sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's give it a try. Oh, for this topic, I'll tell you another bonus for this topic. Giving you a lot of good news today. This topic will benefit you in EMAT on Sec 3N, not right now, on Sec 3N, and will benefit you in AMAT, Sec 4 middle.
Sure.
This topic exists in 3 subjects in that sense, right? Okay. Yes, Kirby, you're saying?
What's omitted?
What's a what? Sorry?
Omitted.
Omitted. Omitted means forgot to be recorded. Forgot
So
to
so
be
I
recorded.
add, right?
It should be added. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Did that make sense? Okay, good. Okay, good, good. Good question. Good question. All right. Okay, Abigail. So hopefully that motivates you a bit more in physics and for other subjects also. Now, tell me, you put question 4 as the first page. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I just took a picture of it and then
Okay,
it
never
just
mind.
like that.
I'll start from page 1 first, Ken. Okay, I move it to page 3 already. Go to page 3 first. So that's a question number 1, right? I'm gonna order it properly. Question 4, question 2, and question I assume that's question 3. There you go. I think I ordered it already. Okay, let's go to question, page 3. Okay, question 1. Tell me anything you don't understand. You gotta ask me immediately. If it's everything, then tell me lah.
Okay, I'm not sure like what's the formula for like to find acceleration. Like I know
Alright.
it's 0 here, but like
Mm-hmm.
how do I find acceleration?
All right. Let me. Oh my goodness. This graph is already a more difficult graph. Well, that was scary. Okay, that was scary. Okay. Now, I'll tell you the bad news, and then I'll tell you the good news. I promise there are bad news and good news, right? So the bad news sounds like this. If they give you distance and time, always, they will most probably not ask you distance. They will ask you speed and acceleration, which is exactly what they do. In fact, the average acceleration, which is different from speed, is always a very favorite question. So one more time, they give you distance graph, they ask you something else, which means the bad news is like this. If they give you speed time graph, what will they ask you?
Distance.
And acceleration and average speed, by the way. Okay. It is also possible for them to give you acceleration graph, although rare, and then they ask you for speed and distance. Now, that means there are 3 situations. There are 3 situations. If you memorize, you don't get it. You have to understand somehow. If not, you will like say, okay, wait, back then they give me speed graph. This is how to find distance in speed graph. This is how to find acceleration in speed graph. Hey, now it's distance graph, right? Should I use the same method? Of course not. Okay, that's the bad news right now. Do you understand so far?
Okay.
Okay, now the good news. Now the good news. Let's put distance on top. Okay, let's put speed here, and let's put acceleration here. I try my best to explain, right? So if they have the distance graph going down is always the gradient. So speed is the gradient of distance. Very simple. Acceleration is the gradient of speed. Okay, going down is gradient. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Can you make a visual?
Right. So for example, this is a distance graph. You're asking me for acceleration. The short answer is there is no way to get acceleration from distance graph. It is too far. Okay, but there is a simple way to get speed from distance graph, and that is by using the gradient. Why is that so? Because it's very simple. Because speed is, well, meter per second, right? Correct. Distance is meter, this meter. So speed means something like this. Hey, how many meters you distance yourself, so to speak, in 1 second? How many meters have you distanced yourself in 1 second? Another way to put that is, how many distance have changed in 1 second? If that makes some sense.
Yes.
That in the graph is represented by the gradient. The gradient of the graph is how much, look at it, look at the gradient of the graph. Here, the gradient. You learn gradient is rise over run. Here's your rise, here's your run, correct? Here's your rise, here's your run. Isn't rise the change of distance? Correct or not? Isn't that? The run, the change of time. So rise over run is how much distance have changed compared to how much time has changed. Isn't that speed?
Yes.
So speed is always the gradient of the distance graph. Going down, I put it as, speed is below distance. Speed is always the gradient of distance. The same principle, whether you understand or not, applies totally to acceleration if you have a speed graph. Acceleration is always the gradient of speed. You can even memorize it that way. You will always be correct. But if the step is 2, either something is very difficult or something is tricky. That's all. There is no double distance in general. Do you understand what I'm saying so far?
Yes.
So now, that's why in this graph, the speed is a gradient. You can just hold that and it will be correct for E-math, A-math, and physics, I guarantee you. And this question always comes out in those three subjects. They just like it very much. Okay. Now, the acceleration is tricky because you know, hey, wait a minute, acceleration is far from distance. That's the first thing you do. How come it's only 1 mark? Oh, because he never asked you for acceleration here. He asks you for acceleration only here, when you can tell that the speed is no longer changing, when the speed is constant. That's a trick. It's a trick because normally you don't get acceleration from distance. The trick is to go through speed first, because one more time, acceleration doesn't immediately infer itself from distance. You must go through speed first. That's the key. So far, so good.
Yes.
So my thinking is, hey, wait a minute. No. Wait. The speed is constant here. Wait a minute. If the speed is constant, the speed is not changing. Correct or not?
Yeah.
When the speed is not changing, the acceleration is zero. Because why? Because acceleration is the change of speed. One more time. Speed is the change of distance. The pattern is like that. If the speed is not changing constant, well, the speed is not changing now. So acceleration is zero. That's the trick.
Okay.
Do you want to write something down first? Because if your worksheet is high quality, it's not bad, then it is worth to become your note. You can write down anything you want there. You can refer to it next time. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You write down things not in Jamboard, but your worksheet, and then when you're done, please tell. Kirby, just checking, are you okay or not?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you right now?
It's done with the financial position.
You mean you finish your financial
Performance.
performance?
I'm
You
almost done with performance.
Oh, okay, sure thing. Okay, go ahead. No looking at answer key first,
What
not
of the
yet.
income and the expenses? That
Performance. The profit thingy, right? You know, gross
yeah.
profit, net profit, profit or loss, lah. Correct? Okay, good. Before you continue, just tell me your conclusion, okay? Did you conclude that it is, that it's profit or it's, loss, lah? Tell me your conclusion, okay? Okay. Then you can go on. Okay.
I think it's profit, right?
Wait until the end. It is possible to be lost, man. Yeah, just wait until the end. It's okay.
I'm pretty sure it's like 100K profit.
Oh, it's very big. Okay, congratulations. Which company is it? Lingzi. Okay, good to know. When you're done, don't look at the answer key. I don't want you to like answer key. I want you to do position first.
Yeah, okay.
Done.
Okay, done. Nothing to confirm? Nothing to clarify? Do you want to clarify anything else?
No.
All right, the average speed is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is the next question, well, page 4.
Let me check.
Mm-hmm. Nice handwriting as usual, Abigail. Abigail, tell me one thing. Are you an organized person?
I guess to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm. You seem organized, okay? So just checking. I don't think I have any doubt on that. What I'm trying to say is, if you write something valuable in this worksheet, 1 year from now, you should be able to find it quite easily. Am I correct or not?
Yeah.
And you would remember roughly, hey, wait, I did write something there which is relevant. And then therefore I will go and find it. That's the organization of your mind, not just the physical organization. Is that also correct?
Yes.
Good. If you use that properly, you're gonna be okay. Because the worksheet is high quality. You add your information and your knowledge to it. Things will be okay. Okay? I mean, some students will do stuff immediately.
Yes.
So what's the question for this page? You gotta tell me.
Okay, question 2C and 2D.
Okay, exactly what is the question?
How did they find distance?
Distance. Good. Again, let me tell you, this is their favorite question in EMAT. If you understand now, you understand this and EMAT and of Sec 3. Okay, let that be a motivation. Now, I tell you, the order is distance, speed, acceleration. No complaint, right?
Yeah.
Going down, the relationship is the gradient of the graph, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Going up, the relationship is area under. You don't have to understand this. It will always be correct. But I can explain to you why it's correct also. I also can do that. Now, look at what's happening here. This time, you're not given distance, you're given speed, correct?
Yes.
Which means, again, they will ask you for distance, they will ask you for acceleration. That's the test, actually. Okay, understand so far? They will do that. So, going down, acceleration is gradient, which is what they did, by the way. Going up, distance will be area under the graph for the speed graph. That is always true. Always, always true. Okay? Now I explain roughly why area under the graph is correct. I'm not explaining fully, but I explain it roughly. Area under the graph for this runner is, well, this thing, right? This thing, which is around 6 meters per second, correct?
Yes.
Times 6 seconds, right? Something like that. Something like that. So 6 meters per second times 6 seconds, right? Times half lah, because triangle, correct?
Yeah.
Roughly look at the unit. What is the unit? What is the resulting unit? The resulting unit is
36 meters. Wait, no.
no, that is over 2
Oh.
meters, which is 18 meters, right? Which is 18 meters. Hey, look, the unit is distance. What? I'm not saying that this proves everything, but I'm saying that the unit supports this.
So 18 is referring to
The distance the runner travels, right? Even though this is a speed graph, you must understand this is the distance the runner travels from 0 second to 6 seconds.
Okay, wait.
This will be always true. Always, always true. In EMAT, AMAT, and physics. Kirby, is the equity confusing you?
The expenses are confusing.
All right. But the equity here, I think it's
Depreciation.
quite simple. Correct or not? Just the
Yeah.
declared dividend. And okay, so equity, you shouldn't focus too much. The expense, tell me why the expenses are confusing you.
The depreciation.
The depreciate, why is, the method, is it, are you confused by the method? What's confusing here? It's still accumulated depreciation, normal. The reducing balance, it's normal, right? The straight line method also normal. What's going on here? Tell me what is confusing you exactly. Wait, what?
The reducing balance one, 15%
15% per annum, no?
That's it.
No, the 15% per annum using the reducing balance. So that means you gotta reduce 15% from the last year's balance, not from the total.
Oh.
But 10% per annum, straight line, you have the 10% from the original. That's all there is to it. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
What?
I cannot hear you, yeah? If you're okay.
Can you say that again?
Hey,
Hello?
what's
Can you say
going on
that?
here? Hey, what's going
Say
on?
that
How come you
again.
don't understand this? What's
Yeah,
going
I
on
don't know.
here? What is going on here? Hey, come on. And you have your book somewhere, you know? It's you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain to you, but after this, I'm gonna ask you to read your book if this happens again. Clear, yeah?
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
for the 10% straight line, you know there's an easy one. A straight line. Straight line is easy. So always 10% from the 43,000, the original. It's the original one. Okay, Ken?
Yeah.
Always that. Now, reducing balance, the complicated one. Wait, it's not that hard. No, it's not that hard. It's 15% from not the original. Let me run the original. 98,600 is wrong.
Oh.
It should be what? It should be
Oh.
after depreciation minus 12,200. Like that. That's all. That's all there is to it. Original, depreciated. This is your reduced balance. There's your reduced balance. Make sense?
Yeah.
Clear? Next time you read your book, okay? Abigail, any questions so far?
No. Can you
All right.
continue?
Okay. I mean, I've calculated C. I've told you C, and I've actually told you D already. That's it. What? No, man? For example, D. D. Hey, for the distance, I'm using this 6 and this 6. I know for the runner. I know they're asking you for the cyclist. So that's why I use the runner as example. Okay. For the distance, I use 6 meters per second and 6. And then I use the area under the graph. For the acceleration, hey, I use the same thing, you know. Acceleration is the gradient, right? That's the rule, right? So rise over run. Hey, turns out that rise over run is also 6 meters per second, but divided by 6 seconds. Turns out, correct or not?
Eh? Yeah.
Correct or not? Rise over run. I still use the same thing, just differently. Makes sense or not?
So the rise is the speed and the run is the time.
Isn't it? Because this is a speed time graph. The rise, yeah lah, the y-axis speed what? No me.
Oh, okay.
The run is the time. Yeah, second what? Correct what? No me. I'm just reading the graph. But the distance will be this time, that lah. The acceleration will be this over that, no? And the unit also matches. Correct or not? Isn't that an acceleration unit? Am I making any sense?
Wait, okay.
The unit kind of confirms you lah, is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say. Uses the same thing differently, get a different result, different meaning. We're happy. We're happy.
Then, but how do I calculate it for the cyclist?
All right. Okay. So one more time. I mean, rise over run, right? Rise over run, right? Because 12 sec. I'm sorry, 12 sec. Okay. So, Excel. Oh my goodness, what's going on here for the slide? Okay, one more time, Now, this is the first time I see a mistake in your worksheet. I'm a bit surprised. This is 6 seconds. This question is not valid. From 6 seconds to 12 seconds, the acceleration is 0. Just make it very clear. You should understand why. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? right?
Yes.
So this question for the acceleration is not correct. It's phrased wrongly because the acceleration between 0 and 12 contains two accelerations. You're not supposed to choose. Now this is correct because from 0 to 6, okay? See, he even do 6, Here's 6. When 6, this is 9.
Yeah, I understand that.
He didn't do from 0 to 12. He only do from 0 to 6. So it's a bit dishonest. This is the rise, which is 9. This is the run, which is 6. He didn't do 0 to 12. The question is phrased wrong. That one I can say. A bit misleading. Again, do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
One more time. From 0 to 12 seconds, look at the graph. The graph has two gradients. Correct or not?
Yes.
So you're not supposed to ask that. The question maker is wrong, not you. The question maker is not supposed to ask that. Which acceleration are you supposed to answer? The question is wrong. Ask properly. I tell the question. Either you ask from 0 to 6 or from 6 to 12.
Okay.
From 0 to 6, the rise is 9, the rise is 9, the run is 6. Finish?
Wait, let me write that down.
Maybe just to confirm, are you okay?
Yeah. I
All right.
finished the performance.
All right. No, not performance. Position.
Huh? No, I
You
finished
finished?
the expenses one.
Oh, you haven't done the position. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. But
Yeah.
then, okay, then your conclusion is profit or loss?
Oh yeah, I didn't that now.
You gotta write down the
Oh
conclusion.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's what.
profit.
Okay. Why am I telling you this? Because that's what they want. The whole summary of financial performance. Tell me, profit or loss. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do your accountant. You declare as profit. Good for you. Don't look at the answer key. Do the position, please. Abigail, tell me when you are done or when you're confused.
Okay, but for 6 seconds to 12 seconds, then what's
Okay, one more
the
time. It's a flat line, right? A flat line.
yes?
What's the gradient of a flat line? Using math, not using physics.
Zero.
So if the gradient is 0, the acceleration is 0, then no need to say anything. There is no need to write anything. You just have to say from 6 to 12, gradient equals to 0. Therefore, acceleration 0. Then
Okay.
you will be correct. Understand, yeah? When you're ready, after you make your own notes, when you're ready, ask me more.
Okay, so for question 2C, right?
Mhm.
Why did he plus 12 plus 6?
Okay, one more time. Now it's area under the graph. That one clear first?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the area under the graph from 0 to 12? The shape is what is the shape of that thing?
Um,
Math, come on, math. The shape of that thing is?
trapezium.
Good. It's now math. What is the area of a trapezium? If you don't remember, tell me.
Oh, I don't remember.
Sorry. You don't remember, correct? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. Sorry. So I'll teach you the logical way so that you never forget. I take it you would rather understand than memorize. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So this will benefit your E-math, trapezium. There's a lot of trapezium in E-math. Physics, they like trapezium a lot in this graph. And surprisingly, sometimes in A-math, you will also see trapezium, only sometimes. Okay, so trapezium logic, very simple. I'll draw for you a more complicated trapezium, correct? This is an even more complicated trapezium. I might as well draw it somewhere else. I'm going to draw it here. Rare, a very complicated trapezium. There you go, okay? Okay, I'll make it as complicated as possible. Now, a very complicated trapezium turns out to be very easy to deal with. You have the short side, you have the long side, correct? They are both parallel. Imagine a rectangle which is the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a rectangle which is the middle. There you go. I have imagined a rectangle which is the middle of the short and the middle of the long. Now, obviously, the area of a rectangle is very easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
One more time, isn't the area of the trapezium the same as the area of the rectangle? Look at that, isn't it? Isn't it? Am I correct?
Wait. Yeah.
It's always true, you know. If you take the middle, then obviously this triangle will fit here, and this triangle will fit here. You'll never be wrong one. Confirm correct one. Yes, Kirby.
I set up the camera.
Oh, great. Yeah. I want to see. Okay, good. Position. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Good. Okay, back to you, Abigail. Okay, am I making any sense? I want to imagine the trapezium as a rectangle. It always works. So far, so good.
Yes.
Now the question is, who is this guy, right? That's the question. This question is so easy to answer. Use your logic. Who is this? Well, medium guy. Let's call this the medium guy. Who is the medium? How to find the medium between short and long? Go ahead. Let me put it this way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're saying yes. Come on.
Base
Yes.
times height.
Base times height. What do you mean by base times height?
Breadth times length.
Oh, never mind. You're guessing too much. This is your height, by the way. Let me confirm this. Does the height have anything to do with this length of the rectangle? Yes or no? Shouldn't be, right? But the short and the long should have an effect. Now let me tell you the logic straightforward. The medium should be the average of short and long. I hope that makes sense. That's logic. If you don't get it, just tell me.
I don't
Make
get
sense
it.
or not? One more time. I want the medium guy. The medium guy will make my life easy. Isn't medium in between short and long?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I won't say average, but I say the middle of the short and the long. The middle of short and long. Right in the middle. How do you find the middle of the short and the long? Do you have any idea? Let me give an example, okay? Let me give an example. Let's say that the short is equals to 11, let's say. And then the long is equal to, I don't know, 19. Let's pretend that. How do you find the middle? Very fast, Kirby. I like it. Tell me, what's the middle? Use anything you like. Whatever, logic, calculator, whatever.
Um. 19 plus 11 divided by 2.
And that number is, just asking,
15.
now let me ask you one more time. Here's 11, here's 19. Is 15 right in the middle of 19 and 11? Just asking.
Yeah.
Because this is 4 and this is 4. Yeah. Hey, your math is not good, your logic is not. Hey, not. Your math is good, your logic is good. Do you understand? So far, so good, yeah? Now, here's to connect the final dot. Are you sure that
Yes. That what? Hello?
Oh. Sorry. My mistake. Okay, something happened here. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. My mistake. Okay, wait up. Okay, Abigail, something happened to my headset. Could you repeat the answer, please? Are you sure 15 is the medium guy?
Yes.
All right. So now you know how to find the medium. The medium is always short plus long divided by 2. Some people call that average lah. I mean, whatever, as long as you understand.
Okay.
Right? Now, apply that to your trapezium. Never mind what the question do. How would you do it? Apply this method. Wait, Kirby. Oh. Wait, what? No. Yeah. No, I'm looking at it. I'm just a bit confused. I understand what you're writing, but I'm confused about something lah. Never mind. You have to do your part.
So,
You have to do your stuff first. No, never mind.
oh,
You have to do your stuff first. You have to do your stuff first.
okay.
Abigail, just to confirm that you're doing something, yeah?
Yeah, I am.
All right, sure.
Sure.
Yes, I'm
Am I
here.
done?
No, I mean, financial position is asset, equity, and
Uh, Liabilities. Do I have to put that?
yeah. Well, I thought you're quite good at this already, right? You should.
The middle part is 9.
You mean the height, yeah? Wait. The middle of 6 and 12 is 9, correct?
Yes.
And then the height also 9 lah. Just so happens lah, right?
Yeah.
So the area is 981, no? The area of trapezium 81. And that's why they do it that way. Do you understand? Now, based on logic, yeah, Abigail, I will write down as 9, the height, times 6 plus 12 over 2 lah. I'll write down this way.
Okay, but like, isn't 9 times... Okay, 9 times 9 is
81.
81. And that's
Mhm.
just the answer. Is there no half? Like,
Abigail, let me put it another way. Logic doesn't care about formula. If your logic is correct, you don't need formula. The formula itself does have half. Do you know where the half comes from? From the averaging.
oh, okay.
The formula comes from the logic. So what I'm trying to say is this half, which is I know that he's applying the formula. That half is there. There you go.
Okay.
But the formula makes no sense, right? Do you understand or not?
Yeah.
The logic makes sense. Now, if you like logic, choose logic.
Mm.
Good all the way, man. Good all the way. I mean, to be fair, I think it's better to sharpen your logic than your memorization if you don't like physics. If that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. I
What's the
understand.
point of sharpening, right? Yeah. So good. Next question.
Um.
Okay, could be okay. Okay. Is there nothing else?
What about 2E.
I don't
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, Kirby, you're saying?
know. Never mind.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. Kirby, okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, Abigail, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. So he wants you to draw the graph. If that makes sense.
Yes.
So he gives you English and then he asks you to draw lah. Now, I mean, after the first 6 seconds, the runner moves at constant speed. This is a speed time graph. If it tells you constant speed, that should be quite easy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Would you try using the Jamboard, please? Your constant speed for 4 seconds. Yes, Kirby, yes.
What do I do next? Done, right?
Oh, you're done. Oh, you're done. Huh. For 4 seconds only, Abigail. 4 seconds.
Wait, yeah, I know.
Okay, Kirby. Now, take a different color pen and
Mark.
check whether you're right or wrong. That means what is
Okay.
missing, whatever. Kirby, before you do that,
Yeah.
tell me, how satisfied are you with this work so far?
Quite satisfied, I guess.
Okay. Then, whatever mistake or what you make, you must understand is do not let dampen your spirit, but you must learn from it so that you improve.
Yeah.
Promise that, yeah? Promise that, Now you're
Yeah.
gonna mark yourself based on the answer key and correct yourself using a different pen. I want to see that. Okay?
Okay.
Please do so. Please do so. Abigail, you are correct. What else can I say? You are correct.
Okay.
Tell me, what's the acceleration for the last part? I want you to calculate.
Okay. Wow.
Your drawing is correct. I want you to find out the acceleration. Indicate what is the 520 in the bracket
What?
so that you know next time.
Yeah.
Sorry, Abigail.
Nothing.
Okay, again, what's the gradient? Oh, no, Kirby, sorry. Additional info, I agree. But what is the additional info? What is it? I agree that it's additional info. Okay, what is it? Oh, yeah, see. Yeah, you probably should. Oh, the double mic is there. Okay, Abigail, the double mic is here.
Okay.
Yeah, the answer is -3 lah. So you're correct. Your answer is not wrong, but put a minus. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Once you're ready, move to the next page.
Okay.
Okay, Kirby, okay. Abigail, to confirm you okay?
Yeah. Let me just check something.
Sure.
Okay, so why do we have to like 7 minus 4.4?
Abigail, I'll try to explain with text here.
Okay, from when we calculate the constant acceleration, right? Why do we have to why can't we just take 4.4 on its own? Like, didn't I do the same thing with question 2e? I mean, your question when you asked me to calculate the acceleration. Okay.
Kirby, I'm still following you. Yeah?
Yeah. Mutual
Yes, Kirby.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how they calculated average. I don't know how they got the distance. Like, how do you find this part? Yeah, but I don't know how they find the area under here. I don't know how they found this area. Oh, okay. Okay, now I understand.
Right, Herbie, do you know that your video is off? Just to confirm. Kirby? Kirby? Are you okay? Are you there, Kirby? Abigail, again, just to check, are you okay or not?
Okay, so I calculated like the trapezium of like the graph, the trapezium part of the graph, and I
Right.
got 32.49. And when I add it up all together, I get 198.99.
So the rectangle shouldn't be wrong, correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the trapezium. Again, this is what I mean by trapezium always happens, right? Now, which one is the short and which one is the long? I need to know.
The short is the 4.4.
4.4. Yeah, okay. Then the long is
7. Boy.
I'm not sure. Let me check one more time. The 7. Seems. Yeah, seems up. All right. So, yeah, I agree. So the average of 7 and 4.4. Correct.
Yes.
And then times what we call the height. So what is it?
Why do you need times the height?
Again, not the height. I mean, the point is you're getting the medium, right? You're getting the medium or the average length, right, of short and long. But
Yeah.
that's not the area one. That's the medium between short and long. You still need to times something else to get a rectangle. Remember, the idea is to get a rectangle.
$7.5.
I agree with you.
Okay, I see.
Now, did you do this? Okay. Okay, Kirby, I have been following all this. I'm a bit confused with your correction. Maybe my POA is wrong, okay? Would you mind screenshotting the answer key for me? Just put it in the chat.
Which one? The 1P or 1A? Both?
Yeah, both lah. So yeah, performance and then position. But I'll start with the position first. It's fine. Right. Wait, what's going on? Maybe my POA is rusty. Okay, I'm very confused why certain things are correct here. Okay, so I'll check using the answer key.
Sure,
Okay, that's the position. Okay, great.
my CCA is floorball. Yeah.
Floorball, right? Okay, but I take it that you don't play floorball too much. Just checking.
I stopped going. Yeah, I fine.
Okay. It's okay. Just one. So I'm checking the yeah. Okay, great. Okay. I'm just checking. Hey, Kirby, hey, what's going on here? Okay. I don't think you understand something.
What do you mean?
Look, yeah. Look, first of all, look at the asset. I agree that this is correct and this is bad. That's fine, right? That's fine. Okay, but that is not the final answer.
Okay.
You got a minus this and become this. And I noticed that you didn't do this twice, in the previous work and this work. I don't think you get this. You cannot ignore that part. That one, I'm very certain. Very, very certain. One more time, Kirby. This has to make sense. If not, you'll memorize. You're bad when you're memorizing. Why is the asset not 98,600 but something less? Why? Why does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense to you, you've got to tell me.
Depreciation, right?
So what does depreciation mean to you?
Money, less money, Yeah.
Less worth, right? If you sell it, it's worth less if you sell it, right? Yeah. Not necessarily there's anything wrong with the stuff, It's just that it's older, so when you sell it, it's less. Now, you tell me one more time. Asset, the meaning of asset is what you have in your hand, correct or not? So what you have in your hand is 98,600 or 73,440. Which one makes more sense? You gotta think about it. I cannot hear you, okay? I cannot hear you. You should.
40.
Okay, are you sure that makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about your laptop. Your laptop is new, right?
Yeah.
How much did you buy?
I don't know. I think like a couple hundred. Yeah.
Couple of hundred. Are
Yeah.
you sure? Show me the blue logo
Yeah.
thing,
It's
the
a
Intel thing.
i5 thing.
Let's say it's not, no, seriously, no way. GeForce RTX,
I don't know
GeForce RTX
anymore.
900.
I have
Come
no idea.
on, man. Come on.
I think like at least like
Come on.
less than like 1K. Yeah.
Are you sure it's less than 1K?
I'm pretty sure.
Uh,
Might be 1K. I don't know. Less than
okay, let's say 1K.
1.5K.
Let's say 1K. Let's say 1K. Okay, let's say okay, 1K. So
Yeah.
tell me, what is the value of an asset?
Huh? What do you?
Let's say your
What
laptop,
asset?
you bought it by 1K, lah. Let's say lah. Then
Oh yeah,
your
yeah.
value of your asset
That
is
it's like not 1K anymore. Yeah.
good. Good. If you understand that, please apply here.
Yeah.
This happens in the previous one. Okay, clear, yeah? Clear.
Okay.
Please check one more time that you didn't miss anything. Now I'm not so sure about your answer key reading already. Okay. Sorry, Abigail. Time is up, but if you want to ask one more, if you like.
Let me check.
Yeah. That one is definitely not something. So there's a short-term borrowing, lah, right?
That's from
Where's the short-term borrowing then? Is there anything such that anything like the short-term borrowing? Right? Because there's a long-term borrowing, right? So it's not 80,000, but it's, oh my goodness, your 80,000 is conspicuously missing from your liability. What nonsense?
What do you mean?
It's long-term borrowing. That is the biggest liability you have.
Yeah. I wrote down the expenses. Like, oops.
I have a question.
Anyway, Kirby, good job. And I will not see you tomorrow, but you will see yourself tomorrow here. All right, Kirby?
Okay.
I'll see you next week. And
Bye.
yes, Abigail, last one.
Just question 4B.
Sure thing.
How did they the speed is just
The gradient.
distance over time.
No, gradient. No, gradient. Okay, I still have to remind you, yeah. This is a distance graph. The speed is below distance, remember? That's what I teach you, right?
Yes.
Come on. You still have to use that, every time. Distance, speed, acceleration. So speed is close to distance, you're going down. If you're going down, what do you do?
Gradient.
And if you go up, just to be clear, you're going to area, right? So now, if you want the speed and p, so you'll be doing a gradient. You'll be doing that. Now, draw the gradient for me in B, please, using the Jamboard. The gradient, okay? The gradient. Now, yeah, now I can tell you that is not the gradient. Absolutely not. That represents this line. And this line doesn't look like the gradient of B at all. Correct? It doesn't.
Yeah.
So one more time, don't erase that. I want you to draw the gradient. Then we talk about the rise and run. What is the gradient at B? A gradient is usually represented by a line. I want you to draw a line first. This is visual, by the way. Again, that is not the gradient at B. I just draw that. No, I don't mean that what I draw is the gradient. I mean that this thing is not the gradient. Wait. This doesn't make sense to use it.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Your problem is math, not physics, Abigail, right? So now I'm drawing a curve here, right? Okay. Another very fancy curve. Here's a point. Now draw a gradient at that point, please. This happens in your, this should happen in your Sec 2 graphing already, and it will happen in your Sec 3 graphing for EMAT. Your problem is math here, not physics. Do you know how to draw the gradient at this line?
No.
Oh my goodness. All right, your problem is math. Now I'm going to draw something. If it doesn't make sense, make sure you ask again next week, okay?
Okay.
The gradient at this point, well, looks like that. Does that make any sense?
No. Why is it outside?
No, it's not outside. It's just that my drawing is a bit bad. It should be touching. Let me see. This line glances, that's the word, glances the curve at that point. It's just that I have to touch it, like just barely touching it.
Oh,
That
okay.
line glances it. So now here's another point. There you go. There's another point. Draw a line which glances that point, if that makes some sense. Go ahead. Not exactly like that, but you try, you're gonna try. Okay, glancing it. Yeah, something like that, something like that. See, you're a visual lady, okay? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Your glancing line is just fine.
Okay.
Now, to be clear, therefore, this is not the gradient. No, that's not the gradient. That's not glancing. That's cutting. Correct?
Yes.
Now, please draw a line which glances B in the question. Abigail, but when I say no, I have to convince you that my answer is correct. Okay? It's more like you're glancing here, by the way. That line is looking like a glancing of that point, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not the glancing of B. I don't think so, right? How would I draw the glancing of B? I'll draw slightly less, slightly less of gradient. I'll draw it probably that way. That looks more like glancing. Yours, I don't think glances. I think it cuts through the B.
Okay.
If that makes sense. The visualization is the only justification here. There's nothing else.
Okay.
Once you think mine is correct, you realize there is a way to find the gradient of this line. Do you know what that is?
No.
The m of this line is equal to the m of that line. The line happens to be the same. It's not always true, but it happens to be in this case.
Okay.
So instead of using whatever not, he realized that, and then he uses this as the rise and the run.
Okay.
And then therefore the answer. This is only true in this question. If you memorize this, you are in for big trouble. Be careful.
Okay.
Now, I'm saying something right regarding your worksheet. I already typed already. Yeah, you have read it already, right?
Yes.
Now, regarding asking your teacher, you can do that now, you can do that later. My point is simpler than that. My point is you can rely on your worksheet.
Okay.
It's more like, let me put it this way. If you go to the exam hall, in 2 weeks' time, and then you see a question which, my goodness, this question my worksheet does not prepare me for this question. That means I'm wrong.
Yeah.
At that point, it doesn't mean you're wrong. Right now, I am absolving you from any guilt. If you understand your worksheet and can apply, your exam will be great. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not perfect, but it will be great. But if there is a question that is actually in the worksheet and you kind of fail to see, or turns out you memorize the wrong thing, or you kind of understand the wrong thing, then in that sense, it is your mistake because you don't understand the worksheet. The worksheet is actually teaching you quite a lot of exam level thing. I think your worksheet is good. That's my guarantee.
Okay.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Now, regarding whether can you get your worksheet faster, actually, I believe that is to your advantage. Some teacher don't like, some teacher don't mind it. You may want to try. That's just a suggestion, right?
Yeah.
I'll see you. You're saying?
I don't know. So he told us that he actually just made this worksheet like the day before, like last minute.
Why does that bother you?
I don't know how I can ask earlier.
No, I mean, no, okay. I don't think he does that every time lah. Maybe he does that this time, maybe that's it. But right now, he choose his questions well.
Okay.
That I can say. That I can say. Okay, it seems like even though he does it last minute, he is not doing it randomly. That is from my experience. I think these questions are good for a combined science student. A combined science.
Okay.
That's what I feel. So maybe, but there's no harm asking. If you ask and he say, "Hey, sorry, yeah, I haven't made it."
Yeah, okay.
Hello. I mean, no harm lah. But regarding pressure, maybe you want something fast. Maybe. That's it. Right?
Okay, understand.
Great. That's my advice, and hopefully that makes your physics more better. I'll see
Okay.
you next week.